So the reason why so many people are fat, unhealthy, broke, unhappy, all those kind of things, is because they don't set high enough standards for themselves. And what I mean by this is I'm not saying that you've got to put a bunch of pressure on yourself to do something well or perform, like you've got to have a six pack by the end of this month, or you've got to run a marathon in 2 weeks or whatever. I'm not saying that, but you've got to actually set some standards for yourself. And the reason why people don't have these standards is because they haven't, one, been in pain enough. They haven't had that like mental pain before. And two, they haven't seen what else is kind of possible. And this is because they still hang out with the same people who are kind of holding them back. For me personally, like I had to go through a bit of like pain myself, you know, injuries, health issues, you know, not having money and all that kind of stuff, to actually realize, actually, this is not what I want. This is not what I want in my life, and I want to be better than this. So then I raised my standards. And now I have like high standards, of course, for myself. I don't put pressure on myself because that takes the whole fun out of the whole journey and just out of life. But I have at least standards for myself that, you know, I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be fat. So I'm going to do my best not to be fat. And that would mean like not eating lots of crap food and stuff like that, and making sure I prioritize good food. And you know, I don't want to be broke, so I'm going to do everything I can today to help me not be broke, and that may mean like working hard and stuff like that and doing whatever. So you've got to set high standards for yourself, and people don't have those high standards. And when you have these low standards for yourself, then you have low self-worth, because you don't actually like rate yourself. You don't actually like think of yourself highly. And it's super important that you have high self-worth, because then you can go anywhere with the belief that, you know, I'm meant to be here, you understand? And it doesn't matter what people say about you, it doesn't matter what people think about you, you always have that high self-worth, that high self-belief in yourself, that it doesn't matter what John or my friends think of me, for example, because I don't care about them. I don't care about what they have to say, because I have my own self-belief, I have my own self-worth, and that just comes from high kind of standards, all right? So raise your standards. You know, if you want something in life, you've got to raise it. You can't just be comfortable with being fat and unhealthy. That's not normal, all right? Maybe for you it is, but get out there and surround yourself, go to the beach and see how many like fit, healthy people there are there, and look how happy they are, and you'd be like, oh, you almost look like the black sheep. You don't look part of it, because you're all fat and unhealthy, and there's all these people running around, surfing, swimming, running and all that kind of stuff, and you look kind of out of place. You look like the odd one out, and you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that, of course. So you've got to raise these standards and see what's possible out there. And this may mean getting out of your hometown, your home kind of village, or wherever you are, your house or whatever, and getting out there, exploring the world. And then you can always come back, no problem at all. But just get out there and see what's possible, because like there's only so much in your hometown, there's only so much in your home country. Then you've got to get out and see what's possible, see how other people live, and it will make you obviously more grateful about yourself. And yeah, so raise your standards, you don't have to put pressure on yourself. You don't have to say like raising your standards means that I've got to get a six pack, or I've got to be a millionaire by the end of this year. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you've got to raise your standards. You should have like a goal, like where you want to be. You don't have to like write it down like that. I don't do that stuff. I just know where I kind of want to be, which is cool. I don't put pressure on myself. I just do what I can today to make tomorrow better, for example, all right? It's just you against you. That's the most important thing. It's not about you against your mate, or you against that other person across the world. It's you against you. Just raise your standards, and you will like feel better about yourself, because you're actually pushing yourself every single day to get to that standard. And it's funny, because once you get to that standard or that level or that goal, you'll want more and more and more, which is cool. But it depends like how, you know, if you're satisfied just there, that's cool. But always try to push for more. All right, keep pushing yourself, because it's super important. All right, but yeah, that's all I got to say. Raise your standards. That's what I did. And you know, getting outside that comfort zone, not just being comfortable all the time, always pushing for more, but of course being happy and fulfilled, because there's no point just living day by day, just struggling, or you know, putting loads of pressure on yourself, because it's just not fun at all. And I've been through that as well, and it's not fun. It's not the way like the self-improvement motivational space should be. It should be like, I'm having fun, I'm pushing myself every single day because I enjoy this journey, and then you will get the rewards and the results.